You may ask
Needs
the
a lot of
question
editing,
again.
that one.
Okay, so
From your point of view of
from
an
your
80-year-old
point
man.
of view of an 80-year-old man, and your son being 58 years old,
Yeah.
and having lived the life that you've lived and learned the things that you've learned about life, what advice would you offer him as a younger man?
Can you give me a couple of days?
A couple of days. Sure.
Yeah.
If you'd like.
Okay.
Is that how long it's going to take to describe, or
to
wait
think
until
of
you...
what to say.
Okay.
My advice would be, nothing is more important than love. But not just love in the abstract. Loving a person one at a time. That's all. That's
Okay.
my advice.
Wow. That's awesome.
Is that okay? Satisfied with that?
Well, it's not about my satisfaction, but I happen to agree with you. I happen to agree with you.
That's good. I'd love people to agree with me.
No, I mean, even from my own, if I were going to take that advice myself, and
Yeah,
I think
it's the most important thing.
I think so.
It's
Love
the only thing.
ultimately is.
But not love in the abstract, in the Christian sense, or in the sense of everybody has a value, and you have to love people. And
Right, but I think that's important as well.
yeah, that's a byproduct of being able to love one person, and it starts with yourself. If you can't love yourself, you can't love anybody else.
Awesome. And John, you?
If you wanted to tell me what you thought of me at this age,
Not what he thinks of you, but what
advice to me?
No, not advice, but what are some of the appreciations, most profound appreciations you have from your dad that you've acquired over these years of having known him?
Certainly your candor in documenting the history of and describing what has happened over the years and what the things that have been important to you in life, and being willing to have spirited conversations, like in 1986 your discussion about plastic shoes and the direction of the world. Your passion for music, but most importantly, watching you and Stephanie together all those years. That's a nice role model to have. John and Willie were wonderful examples for me to have. Seeing you and Stephanie together was the same thing and yet radically different, but both in a very, very positive way. So,
Sum it up, one sentence.
in one sentence,
I love you. That's it.
that's it.
Oh, wow. What an awesome way to end this interview. What an awesome way to end this.
But you didn't say it.
I love you,
No,
Pop.
but you said it, so it's equally as valuable.
Yeah, and as we've already indicated, it's hard for us to express that. Thank you.
And one final thought on my part, I would just like to share with you the day that you told, I don't know if it was the first time that you told him that you love him, but it was probably, other than tonight, it was probably...
A few weeks ago when we were on the phone.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was amazing. It was amazing to him. It was
Yeah, but the words are not necessarily
No, well,
the expression.
no, it's the actions. King's Point motto: acta non verba, deeds,
No,
not
we
words.
tried. We always tried, or I always tried, and I think you always tried. When we met each other over the years, we tried. I remember carrying him in a laundry bag into the apartment in New York, right?
Yep.
Because we weren't permitted to have children in the apartment. So I had to carry them in a laundry bag. But
I
we had a
remember
good
doing that.
time, and
Yeah.
I think you knew that the reason you were there was because I loved you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have said, "Why in the hell are you here?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
But you know what? In spite of what we perceive another person understands, hearing those words, there can be no replacement for them. And you're right. Actions are
yeah.
so much more important.
Yeah.
But to hear those words as well.
Yeah, there's something about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
So, cheers.
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 What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Water.
I'm doing wine. What are you doing?
I finished a glass of wine and I'm on my third glass of water.
And the restroom is that way.